All right, everybody, welcome to a live podcast and vlogcast taping. I'm with Carl J. Danielsen, who's offering music track by track of theater music. His new album available on Spotify, YouTube. I mean, wherever you get your music, you're going to want to hear this theater music from Carl J. Danielsen. We're going to start with having Carl in this first episode and probably this only, episode. Tell us a little bit, Carl, about who you are and how you even came to want to do the whole of the project in the first place.
Well, I've been writing musicals since an appallingly young age. And at some point in my early 20s, I lost interest. I had too many commissions, too many awards. I wasn't interested. And so I stopped. And then I was on a job in Denver in my early 30s, my mid 30s, and I met a composition teacher by the name of Larry Dellinger, and I opened the door again. And I came back to it with a deeper understanding of theater because of my acting background. And I always had this, from the time I was a kid, a classical music background. But now I had a new teacher, and so I started. And at this point, I have 8 almost completed. One is coming to completion pieces that are looking for workshops and productions. But rather than put out one show, I have demos go back 20 years now on some of these. And I talked to my good friend Dan Weiner, and lots of these tracks were made at different studios, and I will try to give shout outs to those when we get to the different studios. But we decided on these 12 tracks, and then we added. Some we added singers, some we added musicians. So the first track, I don't want to throw any shade to the platforms, but when you're there on those, whether it's Spotify or whatever, it's very difficult to find out who all the artists involved were. And it doesn't matter. We can talk the highest end and you still can't get to all of it. So one of the main things that's wrong on most of the platforms is the name of this show. It's from a show called Pride and Prejudice, When a Vampire Loves a Werewolf. Some people call that Pap-Wavlaw. It is following in the tradition of all the Jane Austen novels with zombies, right? But it is a thorough and serious retelling of the Jane Austen novel with vampires and werewolves. So the Bingley, the Bennett family are werewolves, and this is this song sung by Shauna Goodgold, accompanied a lot by me and a lot by Dan Weiner, but also the magnificent violinist Eddy Malave. It's about halfway through the first act. She's had her little accident and she's been staying at Bingley's home. Bingley is a werewolf, a newly turned werewolf, which, if you know, is very dangerous. Anyway, this is what's happening to her. Too far.
I've fallen too far. I can't find my way back from hell. He's somewhere up on earth and I'm at the bottom of a deep dark well. I'm not sure he likes me. There's something there, but I don't know. It's probably just my wild imagination wishing it was so. Give in to love is what they all say, until you realize you've lost yourself along the way. Gods of love, Pan and Eros give a sign. Aphrodite, Venus, will be mine. Wish upon some star. I've fallen too far. At least I can tell that I'm gone. My brain says I should stop this madness and not just let the pain drag on. Does he even like me? I mean, like me that way, you know. I think he does, but what if he's just lonely or can't tell me to go? Give it to love, is that the best plan? Is this the one guy or is he just one more pretty man? Gods of love, Pan and Eros lead the way. Aphrodite, Is the sky gay? Wish upon some star. I mean, this is nice. Nice is fine. Love is different. Love is what I'm looking for. How long does it take till you know this feels different? I want this and then some more. Then some more. Give me more. I've fallen too far. But he's been so good to me here. If I'm not what he wants, then why would he take such trouble to be near? Give it to love is what my heart sings. Although I'm well aware the pain that loving someone brings. Gods of love, hear my prayer. This could be something rare. I wish upon some star. And dare to fall.
Wow, Carl. Wow, 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 wow.
I love that Lady J215 loves all things vampires and werewolves.
Yeah. Have you always been passionate about vampires and werewolves? Have they always like called to you in some way?
It started with the whole Twilight series.
I love it.
Yeah.
There anywhere? My favorite line of that song is "Nice is fine."
Love is different. Yeah.
It's incredible. It's incredible. Tara loves the rhythm section, sunflowers clapping. Yeah, the reason why we're here, everybody, and the reason why we'll be here for the next 12 weeks of episodes is to showcase Carl J. Danielsen, my friend, an amazing musical theater songwriter. And so we're highlighting track by track. Where can people find out more about you and your music, Carl, in the internet?
Well, at this moment, I have two websites. One, carldanielsen.com. Make sure you spell S-E-N. And the other is Carl J. Danielsen. And I want to answer this about Team Edward or Team Jacob. I'm Team Jacob, but that doesn't mean that I don't believe that Edward and Bella belong together, because I do. I'm more of a werewolf than a vampire. Oh, I haven't seen the Abraham Lincoln vampire movie. I have to check that out.
Carl J. Danielsen, everybody. We can't wait to see you next week as we showcase theater music by Carl J. Danielsen. See you next week.